Gaga. It means silly, crazy, like ecstatic. Look it up. I want to tell the story about, using that word, but I couldn't remember of anything until I remember one of my business partners, Presley, the coach. And he was actually a coach. And this guy, you hear all these success stories on here online and YouTube and other platforms about someone who made it big and they worked hard and they did all this stuff. And you see all their cars and how they lavish or whatever. And you never get to hear about other stuff. Let me tell you a story behind the scenes. So, Coach, like I said, he was a coach for many years, and he didn't. His dreams of being a Dallas Maverick coach didn't fall through. It just didn't plan out, and so he was looking for a job, and he is putting his resume in and looking through the paper, and he's seen this ad. It said, hiring for the Detroit Zoo. So he's like, So he calls him. He's like, hey, it says right here in the ad that you're hiring. He goes, if you can make it down here right away, we'll interview you. So he's like, okay. So he dropped everything, grabbed his keys, got in his car, just his mirrors. He pulls out of the driveway and just hauls butt. I think he ran through 3 or 4 go lights, and some people call them stoplights, but it's near here or there. It's, you can actually stop at those and relax. You don't have to be all like go 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 go, but if you take your time, and just kind of mellow out, it will work out. But after a couple changes, of colors, you probably want to go. Anyways, he's flying through 4 or 5 go lights, and he pulls into this place and slides right into this parking place. He opens his door and immediately heads towards the entrance of this place, and he opens the door and he says, hey, I'm here for the interview. And he's got the clipboard and glasses and lab coat. He's like, over here. And he goes up to the guy and he's like, well, what's the job? What are you guys hiring for? He's like, well, we had this unfortunate thing. One of our gorillas died, and we're needing someone to dress up in a suit and just go out and perform every few minutes. That's it. Presley looked at him. Coach looked at him and was like, hey, no way I'm doing that. I've done a lot of things, crazy stuff, but I ain't doing that. He's like, but sir, it pays $85,000 a year. Hey, count me in, he said, and he got all excited. He's like, heck yeah, I'm doing that. He's like, where's the suit? So he grabbed the suit, went backstage, put on the suit, put his head, put it on straight. It was all good. And so he goes out there, looks around. Ooh. Nothing. No crowd, nothing gathered around. He did this throughout the day, and no one gathered around. No one even looked at him. Later, when he got home, he called his friend Randy, his best friend Randy. He says, Randy, man, I have the best job ever, and I feel like I'm going to get fired. He's like, all I have to do is dress up in a gorilla costume and go out there and, show myself every now and then, and but no one gathers. No crowd, nothing. No one even pays attention. This is where Randy gave him some of the best advice he could ever give him. Randy goes, do the gaga. He's all, make him excited. Get him into it. Do the gaga. So, Presley's like, oh yeah, okay. I got it. I can do this. So he goes and he buys these magazines and gorillas. He studies these National Geographic videos and watches YouTube videos, and he even took voice and gymnastic lessons. Did a lot of things to like really get to. He even went to the other zoo, and he went down there and studied the gorillas. So he perfected it. He got it down good, and he was doing so good. He went to work every day, and he just was killing it. He was so good that he became the main attraction at the zoo. Yeah, after a while, they put a big banner. It said, Presley, the gorilla. And everyone would come from all over the place just to see Presley, the gorilla. It was amazing. He was doing so good. He did this, his final finale, where he would climb up on the cage and he'd grab a vine and swing to the other side of the park. And everyone's like, yeah, yeah. And he was, oh, 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 oh. You know, and one time, he was so excited. He was really into it. He did his best performance ever. He was all into it. Oh, oh, oh. And just doing everything. And really excited. Getting in it. All he has. Doing his gaga. He climbs up to the top of the cage. Grabs the vine. And he goes to swing across. And snap! Boom! He falls into the cage next to his. And he's like, gets up, kind of looks around and puts his head back on straight. And he sees 3 lions. Their teeth glistening, their claws just glistening. Their teeth has that hungry juice on them. You know that hungry juice when you're just really hungry. They're looking at him. They start walking towards him. He starts moving back. They start walking towards him. He starts moving back. He's like, oh no, I better say something before I get eaten. He's like, help, help. I'm not a gorilla. And then all of a sudden, one of the lions just jumps in the air. And he's fierce and he roars. And he pounces and lands right on his chest. And he comes in close and he says, you idiot. Shut up. You're going to get us all fired. The moral of the story is, don't worry about the other man's cat suit. Just do you. Don't worry about anyone else.